This is a Falcon bike, trying to repair the wobble that's in the bike right now, and the axle seems to have this hub that you can see these ball bearings here inside. It's pretty dirty, so I'm looking to take this out, clean the ball bearings. On the other side, the drive side, where the chain hub is, whatever that thing is called, where the gears chain shifts gears, that's a drive side. This is the non-drive side. So on the drive side, I'm gonna have to figure out a tool to take out the hub, which I don't seem to have. But you can see here as I unscrew this completely, this particular nut was on top of this, like this, holding it down. I took that out, and then I am taking this out. As you can see, this is rotating the whole thing. So I'm gonna have to hold that with pliers and then take the cap off, and then I need to go buy some grease, clean this out, put the ball bearings back with grease. Apparently you have to clean this with paint thinner, so I might have to go get that as well. So I'll work through that and then try to figure out if this axle wobble will go away. Right now it's loose, so it will wobble, but even when it was tight, it was like shaking a little bit, causing the wheel to wobble when it was connected to the bike. So let me continue and I'll be back. This is the axle, which is out now. It went in like this. So this is the drive side and opening on the non-drive side, and it basically goes like that. So those two pieces, one goes here, that follows there, and then that's how it goes. And you can see some ball bearings from the other side fell out. Looks like it has 7 ball bearings, which seem like they should be enough, but I'm gonna have to maybe either change the ball bearings or figure out a better solution so they don't wobble. So let me do that. And okay, oopsie daisy, it's not a good thing, I guess. This is the thing that holds the ball bearings, and I think that it will only hold 7, I guess. So I should have 14. Stand by. Axle and its components. This is the drive side. I haven't been able to take out the wheel yet. I'm gonna go to a bike shop, see if they have the tool, and then buy the ball bearings. This ball bearing holder thingy is really worn out and broken, and the other side I can see is already really worn out and broken, which is underneath the free wheel over there. So I need to take out the free wheel and do the same thing on the other side. The ball bearings all fell out from the drive side, but the other pieces I don't have yet. So I'm gonna go to the bike shop, see if I can get some there, and be right back.
Wheel. What is the problem with this wheel? Okay, so this wheel we have taken it apart. As you can see, the gears are gone, and we have all of this stuff here. So we will explain that in our next video. Bye.
It's okay. So been working on this bike here. Apparently the damage was inside. I was able to remove finally the flywheel, or whatever this is called. It goes on like that. There's a special tool which I also purchased. I went to a bike store, bike source, and they purchased this tool, but the guy over there helped me remove this. Oops, oh, I need to. So as you remove this from here, you obviously need the right tool, which goes into this crevice over here and fits. Inside that, this piece is upside down, and it holds the ball bearings like this. As you can see, this is completely damaged and out of whack. It has to be like this. So this is another, I believe it's like $7, $8. Let me see. Yeah, this is 99 cents, so not too bad. I got these two for both sides of this wheel, one here and one on the other side. As you can see, the one that was there is completely damaged. So what I need is I'm gonna clean this with the water. I have a carburetor cleaner, so I'm gonna clean it out, take out the grease, and then put this in. The new one goes just like that, pops in, same on the other side. And then I bought this grease that they gave me over there. They said it's waterproof for ball bearings. So I'm gonna put that in and put this thing back together and make sure my little wobbly wheel is fixed. So stand by. All right, everybody. So I have the, if you watch the time lapse, I forgot to put the back protector. If the chain goes over the last one, it doesn't entangle into the spokes. This is the protector for that. I forgot to put that, so I put that back in. This went through here nicely. The key here is, and this is again, remember, this is a Falcon bike. Some of them are going to be similar or not. Now you can see that when I rotate this, it does not stop at any position. Obviously the ball bearings and the bearing spring, the holder, whatever you want to call it, that holds the bearings was all broken and completely out of shape. Bearings probably were going all over the place, so as you can see the damage here. So what I have done is replaced them inside here and on the other side. So both, they were like $1 each, not too bad. The expensive part actually was this, the grease that they sold me, 11 bucks, but still I think it's worth it. And then put the axle through. You don't have to, as you put this axle through, you can see from the right, the drive side and the non-drive side, as you see this poking out. The last thing to do is to put this screw on here. But before you do that, you need to keep the axle a little loose. This this is called a, it's like a nut, but they call it something, I forgot what they call it. This nut and this silver nut on this side. The key is to not tighten it like really hard. You just hand tighten them so that this rotates. If you tighten this by holding this little nut here, this one right here, let me see, where's my finger? Yeah, right here. You can use like a wrench. I actually also bought this cycle toolkit, bicycle toolkit. It has these wrenches. This you can use to hold, and then you can use a regular wrench to tighten this here. As you tighten this, it can really jam it up. It will be too close and then the bike won't rotate. So if I hold it up and try to rotate the wheel, it gets stuck. And this, you can see how freely this is rotating right now. When I rotate from the other side, there is no wobble in it anymore. You could actually see back when, before, this thing here, this little seal thingy that covers, it's part of this nut actually, this silver thing right in between the nut and this frame. When I was moving it, and I was able to shake this around, and now it's pretty solid. So as you can see, if I twist it from the other side, as you can see I'm moving it, it's moving like a charm. And like I said, it's nicely greased up after I cleaned it with some alcohol, carburetor cleaner, and some regular water. So pretty good, just looks stable. I'm gonna put the wheel back on and see how my bike rides. Thanks. Okay guys, looking at putting the wheel back together. So obviously just some minor detail. The wheel, this part of the axle goes in here, this part goes in here. This part's easy because there's nothing to it. It's not the drive side. The drive side is this. So as you can see, the bike's upside down, so just so you got some orientation here. This is the lower end of the chain that connects to this bigger the pedal section, and then the top one, you just need to make sure before you put the wheel in that you move the stop chain in that direction, so you can put it right on top of this first wheel chain, whatever that's called, right? So the first one, first, second, third, fourth, five, six, the 6 gears. This is the 6th gear, and this is the one you want to load it on. So what you do is you put it in such a way that you can load it on here. So once that's on, then you can tighten it. I haven't tightened the wheel yet, the both nuts left and right. I want to make sure it's in the center like that, and then in order to get in the center, what they say is if you have a particular kind of axle and gear system here, mine is Falcon index system, FIS, but the first thing you do is you just go ahead and push this all the way back. It can only go up to this screw that you can see, and then you adjust this one up or down to position the wheel right in the middle, and then take it for a spin. So all I gotta do is tighten it now and tighten the nuts on both sides of the axle to put the wheel in, and see how it performs in terms of the wobbliness, the sounds it was creating when I used a bike with my weight on it. It was clicking and clacking all the time, and now it makes sense. It was because of the ball bearings and the ball bearing holder inside on both sides of the wheel. So let's put this back together, and hopefully next time the bike would be right side up and not upside down. Stand by.